Brian Konietzko, the co-creator of The Legend of Korra and The Last Airbender, just confirmed that Korrasami is canon. He just confirmed it on Tumblr. The link is in the description below. Now I'm gonna talk real quick because if you thought that Korrasami was not a real thing, it was just a strictly platonic friendship, you are not wrong either. And they explain in the article that originally it was intended to be just friendship. So let me explain. First of all, they wanted Mako and Korra to be together for the ending of book 1. That was the original end game. But then for book 2 and beyond, they didn't want any sort of relationship for Korra because they wanted to end the series in a note that said Korra doesn't depend on any guys or any girls or anybody but herself. She doesn't need love in her life. So that was pretty much what they wanted for the last 2 seasons of the series. They were not planning on having a romantic relationship. So instead, they were focusing on developing the friendship between Asami and Korra, which is why there isn't much evidence besides at the end of book 4 to support the idea that Korrasami is real, because they explained it themselves that they really didn't focus on that. However, many times the creators listen to their fans. A lot of us wanted Korrasami, and they listened to that, which is why they had reworked the script, the writing, and the ending many times. They reworked it. They approached Nickelodeon and asked them, can we do this type of ending? And Nickelodeon supported them. They did give them restrictions though and limits. So the original storyboard for the ending of book 4 was just gonna end with the 2 girls walking together into the portal, not holding hands, strictly friendship, sister-like bond relationship, which is what I explained in my last video. That was the original plan. But then they figured that they want to stir things up. They want to create something that they couldn't do back in 2010. But this year was the perfect year to take a risk and support their queer and lesbian and gay friends in making this decision and this type of ending of it being a romance. So they actually spoke to the music composer, to the writers, the storyboard artists, everybody, to make the ending finale scene, the last 2 minutes, be as romantic as possible in a very subtle way, which is why it is now canon, because the creators confirmed it themselves. So to end this video, basically, whether you think Korra and Asami are in a relationship, or whether you think that they are just best friends, you are both right. The creators just confirmed that you are both right either way. Relationship or not, you are both right. So I think that's actually a very beautiful thing. Again, the only reason why this is true is because the creators confirmed it themselves. So it is canon. You can't argue that it is not canon. The creator has spoken. Bam! They have decided it is, therefore it is. But if you don't think it is, it's okay too, because that was not the original intention. Until very recently, last minute, they made the change. Very last minute. Which bring me to my next point. Because this decision to have a romantic relationship between Asami and Korra was so last minute, it means that books 1 to 3 didn't really have any sort of evidence to support that theory, because they weren't planning that from those books. They weren't planning that from the beginning. So it's a little bit inconsistent that the only evidence is really the last 2 minutes plus the fact that they have spoken themselves and announced it to the world. But even book 4, the majority of it, Asami and Korra didn't have much of an interaction because Korra was too busy focusing on herself and fighting her fears of Zahir, and she didn't finish her fears of Zahir until the very end of the season. So again, whether you think it's just friendship or not, you are both right. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this news. Do you think it makes sense for them to announce that Korrasami is canon, even though they also admitted that there was not much evidence, that was not the original plan until very recently? Either way, I love it. I think the fact that they took a big risk really means something for them, and hopefully the next studio they work for doesn't give them as many restrictions and they can further develop their story and change the world. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you all next time. Peace.